Hi guys, my name is Darian Ellis here with the Houston 100 powered by the Minority Report. Today my guest is the amazing Miss K. Simpson-Bethay,
Yes.
owner and CEO of True Perfection Salon.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. My honor to be here. Yeah.
So I'm just going to jump right in. Please tell me about your passion for hair and where that came from.
Actually, I really didn't even know I had it. But you know, like when I was younger, going into hair salons and stuff like that, the stylists always say, "You need to do hair when you get older." I was like, no. But I graduated when I was 16. And so my mom was like, "You need to go do something." So I was like, let me do this to shut her up for a little bit. But it turned out to be my calling.
How do you know it was your calling?
Because I excelled at it. And then it doesn't feel like work. So I love it. I've been doing it almost 30 years. So it's like, it feels like I'm going to go talk to my friends.
I love that.
Yeah.
So as we know, natural hair has become increasingly popular, almost mainstream now. And we know, 5-10 years ago, that wasn't the case.
No.
Where did you think that?
Definitely not what we started.
Where did that come from?
Because not just with the hair, everybody was changing. Like with food, everybody wants to become more organic and things of that nature. And in our industry, color has gotten really popular. So with color, natural hair works better than relaxed hair with color.
Really?
So people were making those transitions, and for exercising, they were like, "Oh, it's easy to do natural versus the relaxers because they could just pull it up in a ball and keep it moving."
Right.
So that kind of revolutionized, and then, of course, with the celebrities, once they do something.
So as you know, hair in the Black community is very controversial, especially in corporate and business settings.
Absolutely.
It's always been looked at as unprofessional.
Right.
What's your opinion on that, and why do you think that is?
For me, I think with people with natural, some of them are very comfortable in their styling. If you are natural, I feel like you should, as a woman, we should always be kept up, So just because you're natural doesn't mean that you can't look the part, to look professionally. So I think that's where corporate America had an issue, because, just pulling your hair back in a ponytail or like those squinties, it's not really giving life, but you can pin it up, you could style it, you can do all kinds of things with natural hair. So I think that's the main issue of what happened throughout the years. But then now they're coming into the salons, they're getting their hair done, they're getting it styled, getting it colored, shaped up. So, it's trending now to where corporate is more accepting of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So when you first started, who were some of your hair inspirations that you just really you love their hair?
Oh, I love... Halle Berry was always a big one.
Ooh, yes.
Of course, back then, Anita Baker. And then you had, all the people with the short hair. That's what everybody wanted. You know what I'm saying? And so Tracy Johnson, she was a great one too. Patrick Bradley, he was a big influence for me as well. So basically, celebrities, because then that's what the clients come in and ask for.
Show you a picture, I want this.
Yeah, I want this, and it's all the same daggone picture of the same celebrities,
So, switching into you becoming an entrepreneur, what were some of the challenges you faced starting a salon?
I was young, and clients didn't know how young I was, but I was forced to because my clientele was huge. So every salon I went in, they always kicked me out because they're like, "You're taking up too much dryer space, you're taking up too much shampoo bowls." So then it was like, God kind of maneuvers you into where you want to be, So he kind of forced me into my own entrepreneurship. So.
Right. This will be better for you.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, you could I created an environment that me and major stylists can all work in the same platform.
I see.
And that's not an issue.
So how did you best manage your staff, especially as a woman, especially as a Black woman?
Right.
How do you manage that?
Yes. Always being, because when you work with people so closely every day, it's like you're now family.
Right.
So always keeping it separate though. Hey, when we're at work and I have something to say, hey, I'm the boss.
Right.
Or, we got to do this for the business or something like that. Being a chameleon basically, because we have a staff of 20 people.
Wow.
So I can't be the same person with everybody.
Right.
So learning personalities is important as an owner. So that way I can know how to approach you. That way you can receive what I have to give versus she's tripping. She's a trip,
right.
blah, blah, blah. You have to approach people where they're at, meet them where they're at, and that's my motto.
I like that. I like that. So 2020 has completely unraveled everybody's life.
Everybody.
Especially those in, the hair industry.
Yes.
How did you maneuver this year?
So the pandemic hit, and it did take a hit on the salon.
Right.
Like, absolutely. Some of the stylists, because we're more of an open concept salon, so with some rooms, but some of them got scared and went to rooms because they felt more protected and
Right.
stuff like that. And as far as like the clients are concerned, at first they were like, well, let me see. But once I'm like, hey, I've put out videos so they could see how clearly and how we sanitize and everything. So about their comfort level back. So we were able to kind of like get back in the salon, we wear our masks, we sanitize, and it's amazing.
Ah, okay, that's
It's
exciting. That's exciting. So, what do you enjoy most about being an entrepreneur?
Setting my schedule
Yeah.
around other people's schedule, So if I need to do something, I have the liberty to do that with my child or my husband and stuff like that. So that's the best thing. Being your boss, being your own boss is the way to go.
Do you have any other future endeavors that you're looking into?
I think I would like to do a little something. I do educate as well.
Okay.
But I think I want to be a cook as well, though.
All
I like
right.
to eat, so
Okay.
here's my next little
What would be your specialty?
seafood.
Delicious. I'm from Louisiana, so I love seafood.
Right, yes, absolutely.
Okay.
So that's my thing. That's my next go-to. And also maybe an academy also for advanced learning.
Okay. So for our viewers watching, and for me as well, just be honest, what's that one hair tip that you would give to have and maintain healthy hair?
Okay, come to the salon. Come to the salon at least once or twice a week. Even if you're natural, I think that's where natural people mess up at. It's like, oh, I'm natural, so I don't need to go but every 3-4 months. But your hair still needs to be trimmed to keep the integrity of it going, because once it finally does, you end up losing this much versus this much. So every like 4 to 8 weeks is good to come in for maintenance.
Okay, thank you so
Yeah, sure.
much.
That's
This
it.
has been amazing. Please
Thank
let
you.
our viewers know where they can find you.
So we are right on the Southwest Freeway at 8307 BeachNet, Suite B, and our phone number is 713-777-4449. True Perfection Salon.
Thank you so
Thank
much for
you.
joining me. Again, my name is Darian Ellis here with our Houston 100, powered by the Minority Report. Stay tuned.